now. And ladies and gentlemen, it is 11 a.m. Oh my God, I'm so excited. All right, so once again, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, our beloved guest of honor today, Dr. Lawrence Lim, Governor of Kiwanis, Malaysia, CEO of AFO Radio, Mr. William, CEO of Trackit, Mr. Simon. Of course, joining us to grace today's event, we have ever beautiful Deepora Priya Henry, multi-talented and actor Steve Yap, the renowned radio personality One Wai Fan, the all-rounded celebrity entrepreneur and also mom of two, Carrie Ng, and of course, members of the media, Malay Mail, NST, Sina Harian Anderson. A big welcome all of you on board to the virtual press conference. Savvy Stories My name is Tinsy, radio announcer from AFO Radio, and it is my honor to be your host for this lovely morning. 是的，各位媒体朋友们，再次的欢迎来到 Savvy Stories My 的互联网启动仪式，也非常开心能看到大家抽出宝贵的时间来到这里。Savvy Stories My is a donation campaign that was initiated by AFO Radio in partnership with Trackit, Kiwanis Malaysia, and VGI Transit that was launched on the 27th April. The drive is initiated to urge members of the public to make donations to help kids with special needs, vulnerable children, and marginalized communities in Malaysia who experience difficulties in learning and have traditionally been marginalized or excluded from schools. Especially in these tough times when many are deprived from basic necessities such as food and proper education, the proceeds collections will help fund these needs. 在全国各地有这一群特殊儿童、弱势群体和边缘化社区的孩子们都面对着生活上的困境，他们有的无法三餐饱满，有的无法获得适当的教育，有的也无法获得正常的学习计划。所以在听的各位，我们也希望您可以一起来参加这一次的慈善活动。Savvy Stories My is actually an adaptation of Savvy Stories from America. Due to the pandemic COVID-19, millions of children in the US go to school not just to learn, but also for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Schools is where most of the poorest kids get their meals from. So when schools are closed, kids do not have access from both food and education. Jennifer Garner and fellow actress Amy Adams kickstarted the initiative Savvy Stories on Instagram. They basically got a few people that know, such as celebrities, models, musicians, actors, actresses, and politicians to pick up a children's book at home while in quarantine and read them on Instagram. At the same time, they urged members of the public to donate and help raise funds for food and education programs. The initiative was well received by people around the world. When AFO Radio learned about the initiative, together with its partners Trackit, Kiwanis, Malaysia, and VGI Transit, their team decided to kickstart this campaign in Malaysia. 那 AFO 电台在决定在马来西亚启动 Savvy Stories My 的慈善活动，将通过与 Trackit, Kiwanis Malaysia 和 VGI Transit 的合作，在社交媒体如 Instagram 和 Facebook 上提供儿童短片故事，为孩子和家长提供一点乐趣和一点的教育。另外，他们还会邀约身边认识的人，不管是演员、运动家、音乐家、政治家，或者是任何一位手上有一本书和一台电话，还有一点点的时间在家里来参与他们这一次的慈善活动。Now, ladies and gents, before we move on, allow me to give a little introduction on all of our co-partners. AFO Radio is an online radio station established since 2010. Currently, they have 2 recording studios in operation, one in Pearl City Mall and one in Kel City Ward. On their radio platform, they offer 2 key languages, English and Mandarin. Trackit has helped parents create rings of safety for their kids through enrichment technology enablement and community empowerment. Trackit was launched in 2017 by the Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development, starting with a child tracking app in response to emergency situations, now branching into parents-children education bonding programs. They work very closely with schools, parents, and advocates like Community Policing Malaysia, assisting PDRM in various community works. Kiwanis Malaysia, our NGO partner in this campaign, is part of Kiwanis International Global Community of Club, members and partners are dedicated to improving the life of children one community at a time. Each community has different needs, and Kiwanis empowers members to pursue creative ways to serve the needs of children, such as fighting hunger, improving literacy, and offering guidance. We are also glad to have VGI Transit on board too. They are companies specialized in transit advertising, managing and marketing advertising space in the new MRT line and KTM that connects the urban population in Klang Valley. Now, ladies and gents, before further ado, I hope all of you are ready. I would like to invite our keynote speakers to give a few words today. First, call upon with a great pleasure to welcome Mr. William Lim, CEO of AFO Radio. So, ladies and gents, please welcome. I hope all of you are ready. Woo.
Hi, good morning. Hi, thanks, Tinsy. A very good morning to Dr. Lawrence Lim, Kiwanis Malaysia Governor, Simon Chin, Track Kid CEO, to all media and friends. Well, during this MCO, we saw many people getting involved in helping the underprivileged, and we wanted to do our part as well. My radio announcers, like what Tinsy said, Celine and Kim stumbled across Save with Stories online, which initiated by Jennifer Garner. We thought it was a wonderful campaign that we can adopt it here in Malaysia. So basically, since most of the kids are at home with their parents, this would be something that we could keep them entertained in an interesting way by listening and also watching our local celebrities read. Well, we are fortunate to be working with Track Kids, who provide solutions surrounding kids, and Kiwanis Malaysia, that has been a history of over 45 years in promoting the betterment of children. This idea was also brought to VGI Transit, who was happy to support this awareness and the campaign through its advertising platform. They will be promoting this campaign in all MRT stations. Yeah, there are 62 screens, so it's going to be exciting as well. So each of us will use our capabilities to help raise awareness of this importance of reading in education, at the same time appealing to donors to fund our campaign to help the less fortunate children. We hope this campaign will help inculcate a reading habit with children, especially now since they're all confined at home. Once again, I would like to thank Track Kid, Kiwanis Malaysia, VGI Transit, and all participating celebrities in this campaign. Save with Stories MY. Let's help empower the children's dream for the future we share. Thank you.
Thank you so much, William. Thank you so much for your kind words. And now, ladies and gents, I'd like to invite our next speaker of today, which is Simon Chin from Track Kid, CEO of Track Kid.
Good morning to every one of you. Thank you for attending our press conference. It's actually one of the most unique one that I've ever done. My name is Simon Chin. I'm a co-founder CEO of Track Kid. I'm also the president-elect for Kiwanis Club Damansara Uptown. And one of the things that I love about working with Kiwanis is that we are really a full-fledged, pure NGO, and we really want to help kids. That is actually our motto, and we focus on it. So just a bit about ourselves. And Track Kid is actually a kids' health, safety, and environment consulting and training company. For the past 5 years, we've been doing research and development, focusing on kids at the age of 7 to 18 years old. Presently, we have more than 100 schools that we work very closely with, and more than about 3,000 parents that we work very closely with. The things that are unique about us is that we dedicated 24/7 of our call center only mainly for kids. And also we have about 200,000 responders on the field to jump in any time if let's say there's a distressed kid in the side of the road and any other areas. So also with the partnership of T-Life, we have 500 safe hubs around Malaysia, whereby any kids can jump into a T-Life store, and the T-Life staff will know how to help the kids. So that is actually mainly the unique point of us. And during MCO also, we have also upgraded one of our unique products. It's actually called School Pandemic Response Playbook. It's actually a playbook whereby we help school to set up pandemic response team to make sure that COVID-19 spread is actually less when school reopen. And all this big possible not because of we as a company that is as a background of things. It makes possible because we actually have the wisdom and also advice given by the 8th Inspector General of Police, Tan Sri Musa Hassan, and also the staff and ministers of Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development. So we do a lot of things that we work closely with the community and varieties of things, but mainly focus on kids. So Track It really excited about Safe with Story Mind project is because we wanted to make a difference in everything we do for Malaysian children, and education being the most important and the foundation and knowledge of everything. And especially now when it's going digital, listening online is a new thing for them. But having that such platform also, it's important, and having the kids really focus on learning new stuff instead of picking up bad habits. And we want to start clean with that. And of course, with a great support of AFO Radio, broadcasting the campaign of Save My Story, Safe with Story Mind, it definitely will actually be able to reach a lot of people. And definitely, I'm hoping and looking forward to also having people from really outskirts, small town, people that are Orang Asli community to be able to tune in and understand and learn some new stories that are out there, and also increase their knowledge. So that's the main thing and most excitement that I want anyway. So thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Mr. Simon, for the great information. Now, up next, ladies and gents, I'd like to invite Dr. Lawrence Lim, Governor of Kiwanis, Malaysia.
One, in particular to AFO Radio William and Simon Chin of Track It, and all those press media people who are with us today, this morning to launch this Safe with Stories MY campaign. We are very glad to be part of this whole campaign because it is a natural fit to Kiwanis International and Kiwanis Malaysia. As you all are aware, Kiwanis International have been formed in 1915, that's more than 105 years ago, and with the motto to serving the children of the world. And this has been brought to Malaysian shore in 1976 by the late Tan Sri Johari, the Papa Kiwanis Malaysia. Since then, Kiwanis Malaysia has set up more than 20 long-term centers for down kids, dyslexic, autism, and special child, and also underprivileged children across the country. We also are very active in youth leadership development, and we have more than 30 work clubs around the country in schools, especially. But what is very close to our heart is that, aside from being children, we all know that the children, aside from food, shelter, and health, loving care, the most important differentiator, in our opinion, is the ability to learn and to be able to continue to read first and then continue to learn, because that's the only way that they can create a special difference for themselves. This campaign to me is in particular very important because it encourages, reading at a very young age. And this will help us, not only the special child or underprivileged children, but also the general public, the children of our country. Because only when we have ability to read, learn, and to communicate, are we able then to tap into the knowledge of the world. So this particular campaign is not just about raising funds, but also empower us to do things for these kids. For example, not only just getting them books, but also to be able to help them to join the digital world, the internet connection, the computers, the e-learning. And I'm sure as we go with our partners in this journey together, we will help to promote the reading as part of our culture. And with that, not only does a special child, the underprivileged children benefited, but in terms, the general public will be more aware that it is good to start them reading young and to also create family activities in this time of need. Thank you to both AFO Radio and Track It and inviting us. And I hope that the press and media will also benefit in learning about our organization and help us to promote to a wider reach of audience. Thank you.
Once again, thank you so much, Dr. Lawrence Lim. Now, ladies and gents, coming up next, I wish all of you are ready because I would like to invite you to feast your eyes with this special video showcase featuring Kiwanis Malaysia. So if you are ready, let's enjoy the movie. No, the video.
Kiwanis is a global organization of volunteers who share the same passion to improve their community and to help children around the world.
Kiwanis is an international organization which started in Detroit, USA.
Kiwanis is all about people who are like-minded, organize themselves into a more potent force for influencing a community, because one person can only do so much, but if you get 15, 20 people together, you can do a lot more.
All of us are volunteers. We come in with open mind, we make a lot of friends, and we find ways and means to work together to help others. It's that simple.
Now there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So if you would like to know more information about Kiwanis Malaysia, you can move up to know more information from them. And now please allow us to play another video to teach you the simple step of making a donation towards supporting this initiative. Enjoy. So you can actually download AFO Radio. And if you would like to know more information or watch more videos, you can click in. And these are all of our celebrities sharing their own stories. And remember to hashtag Save Stories Mine as well. Like to make a donation, you can click make a donation. And remember, all this information are there. And if you would like to make a donation, you can simply click donate now. Fill up all the information that is needed. First name, last name, email, phone number. Click donate. Of course, 100 or more. Now there you have it. It is so easy and it's so simple to make a donation and make a change to help each other, especially for all the kids. And of course, right now, with the smallest donation of starting from 15 ringgit, it will make a big difference. Now, of course, here in Malaysia, we are inviting artists, models, celebrities, influencers, TV personalities, and entrepreneurs to join us to read children's stories on their social media accounts. So through this campaign, education and the habit of reading are emphasized too. Now, this is because we understand that children is education and for the tool of marginalized community to lift themselves out of poverty. Now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I hope all of you are ready to kickstart our launching ceremony with the launch gimmick. Of course, right now I'm so excited and I'm not sure if all of you are excited. So if all of you are excited, can you please give me a thumbs up? Yep, so thumbs up in 3, 2, 1. There you have it.
塞翁失马，焉知非福
Cinderella and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Kancil yang bijak.
Aesop fables.
How the camel got its hump.
Kip's peculiar problem.
故事知道怎么办。
Hello， 大家好，我是演员加监制全一句。
变成鱼的笨笨熊，
最聪明的小象。
Malala's magic pencil.
The dinosaur who lived in my backyard.
Now we're gonna read you a story today for
Favorite Stories Mine.
Story of Toy Story 3.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Johnson 刘全顺。那今天为什么录这个视频呢？
喂，大家好啊，我係麥錯啊。
Frog on the log. Answer yang bertelur emas.
Good night stories for rebel girls.
一个分享儿童故事的时尚活动。
As I was saying, this book is called Too Dirty.
We all grow up to this story. Batu belah, batu bertangguh.
Apakah yang bergerak?
Dan saya punya, jangan takut.
The story I'm going to read for you today is Why?
What a lovely, lovely video, right? So, ladies and gents, of course, we are graced by our lovely artists joining us today for this press conference as well. And we shall now divert our attention to them. And we will be asking each of their thoughts for this campaign. First, welcome the beautiful Deborah Priya Henry. Now, Deborah Priya Henry is our Malaysia TV host, a former model and beauty pageant title holder who was crowned by Miss Universe Malaysia 2011 and Miss Malaysia World 2007. She is well known for a humanitarian work and has co-founded Refugee School, a non-profit organization that provides basic education to some Somalian refugee children. The school has educated more than 250 and currently nurturing 130 students from age of 4 to 22. Ms. Henry is also a World Vision Children's Right Advocate. Now, Ms. Henry, what made you want to participate in Save With Stories Mine?
Hi, I just want to say hi and thank you so much for having me part of this amazing initiative at such an important time for all children. In Malaysia. As you mentioned, I've been working with children for over 10 years, especially refugee and disadvantaged children. So I understand very much what their needs are, and that very often in difficult situations, children tend to suffer in silence. And so it's so important for us to be able to, they don't call out for help, but it's so important for us to recognize that there are little things that we can do that really support them. And from my experience, I really believe in storytelling. Stories have the power to really heal people. They teach us about different cultures, about different ways of living. They make us more accepting, make us more understanding. And so I really feel that it was just a blessing for me to be able to read a story. It's something that when I was growing up, before we had iPads and iPhones and all of these fancy gadgets, you sat with your mom and dad and they read books to you. So it was really nice for me to be able to do that. And I think children have a lot of fun reading stories and books.
Right. Thank you so much, Miss Henry. And it's so happy to know that we have such a kind person like you. Now, thank you once again, Miss Henry. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, ladies and gents, it is the time for our lovely Steve Yap. He is a model artist, renowned actor who is not only renowned for his charm, but also his enthusiasm, professionalism in the entertainment industry. Now, Steve has also proven himself as talented actor by starring in a number of Chinese drama and a TV series since 1998, 2001, such as Double Happiness in Singapore, Love Circle in Malaysia, The Last Dance in Singapore, and The Possessed in Malaysia. So, ladies and gents, I would like to ask Mr. Steve, are you ready? What is your main purpose of joining Save With Stories Mine?
Main purpose of also to share. This is a good way to teach children to read books once again, because now we know all the children stuck with their phones, with their gadget. So I think it's a good initiative. I really like it. This is the only way we can we adult to promote reading and to pass the culture to all the children. This is really good campaign.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you so much, Steve, for all your information and your kind information. Now, coming up next, ladies and gents, it is one of our favorite personality of all time, One My Fan, previously My Fan DJ. She is one of the most sought-after DJ personnel in the Chinese scene, and she is also well loved for her original thought of her in her show. 那One My Fan，你在吗？
Hi, Tinsy. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Thank you for having me today.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. 那我想问一下，其实你在这一次的 Civic Stories 麦有什么样的看法呢？
OK， 首先要谢谢 AFO 电台的邀请，让我有机会成为一个 storyteller. Honestly, I'm not a professional storyteller. Okay, basically, most of the time, 我的儿子 my son will tell me story. Okay, because every night 他有一个 habit 就是会 read storybook before bedtime. Yeah, there's read a lot like Dolores, Garofalo, Cat in the Hand, so on. Okay, so 这一次参与的这个 storytelling, to me, to look for a simple and interesting story is not easy. That's why 我们在网上 through online, then we found one is it's sweet and simple. And of course, 我要谢谢我的团队 our team, they did the animation for the whole story, so to make it more interesting and attracting. So after the whole story had been done, then I show my son and 我的儿子 my son, he feels so interesting to watch the video. Then he asked me, Mommy, why this video, this story so short, yeah? Not enough, you know. But to me, it's a good kickstart, actually. So I just feel very honored to be part of the members or part of the storytellers in this campaign. So hopefully can raise more funds for the kids. Yeah.
Wow, I'm so happy for your kids to have such an amazing mother like you. So guys, for those of you who haven't watched One My Fun's video, remember to watch her video. Now, once again, thank you so much, One My Fun.
Thank you, Tinsy.
Thank you. All right, so ladies and gents, coming up next, we have our lovely Carrie Ng, a Malaysian director, model, and beauty pageant title holder who was crowned as Miss Malaysia 2013. She represented Malaysia at the Miss Universe 2013, and she is also the Miss Universe organization mentor and director for 2014 and 2015. So, Carrie.
Hi everyone.
Hi. Oh my God, you're so pretty. Now, Carrie, I have a question for you. So, what is the message that you would like to bring up to help the community through Safety Stories Mind?
I think it's one of the best initiatives I've seen so far for children, not only for children who really need help, but just for children now that are at home, with their parents who are, going through a tough time as well. I think everyone generally is going through a tough time, but I know myself as a mother of two that stories have this unique way of entertaining them, teaching them, yet giving them an alternative to what's going on around them. So kind of as an escape as well from the situation they're in. And for me to kind of read the story as well gave me a form of escapism, I guess. And I think if that kind of creates even a small period where the kids are able to indulge in the fantasy of the storyteller, it's an amazing initiative. And what more to capture the attention of people who love stories as well. And I'm sure everyone loves stories, whether it's told by your parents, your friends, and all that. We live for stories to tell and stories to be heard. So I think it's a great initiative because it would garner a lot of attention, and hopefully that would help us channel the right amount of help for children who really needs it.
All right. Thank you so much, Carrie. That's really such a great information. Thank you once again. Now, ladies and gents, of course, our campaign initiator, Celine, she is our AFO radio announcer as well, and known for her ability to perform and connect with people. She has a lifelong passion and love public speaking and hosting that continues to ignite her today in the industry of radio and media work. Now, Celine, are you there?
Yes,
hey.
I am.
Okay, so I would like to ask, how is Save Stories Mine different from the one in America? Because I know that you have seen this from America, which is Save Stories.
Right. So I think earlier in the introduction, we did mention that this is an adaptation to the US version. So I think the mechanics wise are pretty similar, like how we too are actually inviting people like artists, celebrities, musicians, and affluent personalities to join us to read stories. So our target beneficiary group to whom the proceeds will go to will help to fund not only for schooling kids, and we are also extending to special kids. And the definition of special needs pertaining to a child includes a wide variety of conditions, including those with physical ailments, learning disabilities, and terminal illness. And we know that the assistance and education attention that may be required to elevate the level of literacy for special needs children can pretty much result in long-term and escalating costs as well. And we are also hoping to encourage improvement in the educational achievement of the Aboriginal communities, like what our Track Kid CEO has mentioned, Simon, earlier, the Orang Asli group as well, because we know that they are often deprived of education access. And we also hope that another difference through this campaign is we want to promote diversities and inclusion where voices are welcome, heard, and respected. And since we are living in a multiracial country, we actually allow different language options to the storytellers themselves. So they can actually tell stories in their preferred languages. So we hope to encourage public to develop an awareness and appreciation of, both in linguistic and cultural diversity represented in our country. And that makes it a little bit different.
All right. Thank you so much, Celine. And I'm so happy to have a colleague like you. Now, once again, thank you so much, Celine. Up next, ladies and gents, our multi-talented Kim, a radio announcer from AFO and has also spearheaded this campaign. She's also a filmmaker, producer, voiceover talent, demo singer, and piano instructor. Kim Tan has portrayed her character in the theater, film, television, performing arts media industry, where her expertise also expand in event hosting, commercial talent, and also brand ambassador, not only in Malaysia, but also in Singapore. 是的 Kim 碧晴，我最爱的 Kim， 你在哪里？
Hello， 我在 ，Hello，
好 Kim，OK， 没关系，你还是非常漂亮的妈妈。
Okay, first of all, I think I would like to take this opportunity to wish all mommies out here, yeah, especially to Deborah Henry, Carrie Wai Fan, yeah, wish you all have a happy Mother's Day. Yeah, not forget our media friends as well. I nampak banyak juga mami kat sini. Okay, so
yes, Kim, I haven't asked you the question yet, but thank you so much for your very, very great introduction. 是的，那 Kim， 其实我知道你的节目也是叫做情非得已嘛。那身为一名艺人，你觉得我们应该做什么来贡献更多给社会呢？
作为艺人，其实我这里有好几个 point 啦，因为actually is I'm the one who invite some of the celebrities on board as well。那其实 I think 我讲几个语言好了，因为我今天还有 Berita Harian 的记者朋友们哈。For me, celebrities is not really talented in not really good in only in acting or singing. Mereka memang berbakat sangat. Okay, for example, macam Wai Fan. Kita tahulah dia sangat baik dalam acting, sangat baik dalam cakap kan. Tapi tak tahulah, wah, dia pandai animation juga. The video, if you really watch the video, you will be really impressed, you know. Kita dah dapat banyak comments cakap, wah, although I don't understand the Chinese, but I really like the video as well. I punya anak tengok, wah dah henti. So for me, this is really good. This is really amazing, you know. And one more actor, comes producer as well, Kenny Gunn. Dia pun purposely lah tulis satu cerita berkhas untuk Save with Stories Mind saja. So kita boleh tengoklah mereka bukan saja dalam acting, mereka juga nak nak contribute what they can give to the society, you know. So this one for me, I hanya boleh bagi inilah. So selain daripada itu macam Celine juga. Celine walaupun dia biasanya berbahasa dengan English, tapi dia worked in radio station, in Chinese radio station, tapi dia bercerita dalam bahasa. So kita boleh tengok lah, wah memang berbakat, bertalent kita punya selebriti semua. So for me, this is not only celebrities, not only for entertain our audience, but they all also give educations in some ways, you know, for daddies, mummies, like Waifan punya stories, kita boleh tengok, banyak mummy cakap, okay, although maybe I'm not really can get what is the meaning in the story, but I can share with my children. Okay, what is your opinions? Do tell me what you think about these stories. And mommy will share their ideas. Okay, I think maybe it's macam-macam ni. I think macam-macam ni. So this is a very good time sharing, you know, between the parents and the kids as well. So this is one of it. And another one of this is, I think for the children who receive the help of today, I think in one day, maybe they can still remember, during for my hard times, ada satu orang menolong I dekat I punya, masa memanglah kesukaran. So bila I ada kepunyaan, okay, I akan masa I lah untuk membagi, masa I lah untuk to give to the needed. So I think this one is very good in the intentions lah. So for me, this is all about the Save with Stories mind. Yeah, it's not only about the telling stories, but also we got a really great motive lah behind it. And also some of the stories are really meaningful. They got some hidden message in the story. So let's check it out. All right. So I also have to take this great opportunity to thank all celebrities to be on board, joining us. Thank you so much. Thank you for your great efforts. Thank you.
Thank you for your sharing, Kim, and I really like all your words. And of course, over here, once again, I'd like to thank all of our celebrities for joining this Save with Stories Mind. So of course, all this positivity we like you to share to all of your friends, especially for all the kids, so that they can get all the information that they needed. Now, ladies and gents, I would like to open this session for all the media. So do you have any question? You can actually ask us. And so let's proceed. For all the media, do you have any questions? Oh, we have some phone call. Okay. Dr. Lawrence, I have one question from... Okay, yeah. Okay, so Dr. Lawrence, I have one question from you. So how do you think the campaign will benefit the general public?
Thanks, Tiffany. I think we have discussed a lot of this about Malaysia as being very caring and giving, and also we always look at the side of the special childs or the underprivileged children. But however, the multicultural of that's what make Malaysia stand out. As I can see from all the celebrities from different backgrounds, all coming out with the same heart to serve. I think what we are trying to reach out to the general public is that, hey, by getting your children to read, to learn, all right, they also get to be aware of the people that are less fortunate than themselves. What is the most wonderful, if every one of the parents will say, hey, child, I will going to donate $15 on your behalf to buy a storybook for the next child who deserve more, I think this is what we're trying to do, is to really encourage that through reading and learning, our children will learn much more better values, the issue of helping people in needs, and to be able to go beyond the potential of each and every one of us. Yeah. So I strongly encourage actually, because as you can see, I'm a very promote in terms of reading, because I think that is what differentiates us from the poor. All right, that will give us a chance to become better, to do better in life. And in terms then we can help those who are special child or underprivileged children. So at the end of the day, what does the public gains is really helping to inspire a movement of reading in our own country. At the end of the day, we need to go forward after the post-MCO's COVID. We need to be better. And the only way to better, I believe, is to start all the children young, get them into a reading habit, learn them to use their imagination, explore the world, learn good values, and in turn have developed the heart to serve the less fortunate. And I think this campaign will do a fantastic job in reaching out to all these celebrities and to the press and media, is to communicate how by starting early and a simple habit like getting a habit of reading will be able to transform lives, and not only their own, but the lives of those people around them. So congratulate to all the celebrities and the people that put in this campaign. I'm sure you will be able to help to reach out the message that we care, and we care to helping people to read and learn and having develop the heart to serve. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Dr. Lawrence. But we have another question from Millennial. What are the fundraising goals for this project, and what initiative will the fund be channeled towards?
Is it for me? Yeah.
Yeah, it is for you.
Okay.
From Millennial.
I think, as I mentioned, Kiwanis has been in Malaysia since 1976, and we have 20 long-term projects, which some of the projects are over 30 years of taking care of this special child, Down syndrome, for example, and we give them lifelong care. Here we teach them about living skills, because as I said, they are special child. It's not that they cannot learn, but they take a much slower time to learn. So funds are raised to keep them learning and keep in pace of their living skills, so that when their parents are no longer around, how would they survive? Yeah. And then we also spend part of the money in helping, those poor children, orphanage, children from P40 families to get books, school bags, and things like that. And also, I think what we want to really make an opportunity for life for yourself, for those who are poor. Yeah. And we also do start up with some specific starting of mini libraries in some of these centers, where we create libraries filled with books. All right. And for example, there's a project now coming up in Kapit, Sarawak, where we want to build 2 mini libraries for those people that are not able to even go to school. Yeah. So there are a lot of things that we do, programs that we help. For example, Orang Asli in the peninsula. We also do learning centers for the refugees as well. For example, the Yama refugees, we have the MSO, the SOMI, and also the root learning centers. All this, what we are trying to do is that, so that, as long as they stay in Malaysia, they what we call behave like transitionary good citizens. All right. They teach their children. Otherwise, their children be running wild, no education, no nothing. What will become of them? Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is that for the funds raised, we being in caring of the service of the children for so many years, we will take care. We will be transparent. We will be fully accountable for whatever money raised, and we will communicate back to the public how we use the funds. So, and again, there are many ideas of in the digital world now of giving them internet connections, computers, e-learnings. All this money will be channeled to these worthy initiatives. So thank you. So please open up your wallet and donate with all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lawrence, once again. Now, of course, ladies and gents, if you would like to donate, you will need to donate as low as 15 ringgit only. Now, we have next question for Kiwanis, for Track Kid CEO Simon Chin from Malay Mail. Now, Mr. Simon, how have children in particular been affected by the COVID-19 crisis, and how can Save His Stories My help?
Most important to know is that COVID-19 has caused stress for the family. You like it or not, parents has lost their work or have lost the abilities to earn money, and they bring that anger or that pressure or that stress back home, and where the kids will be disadvantaged with anyway. So there will be more. That's why you can see in the recent news, probably a couple of months ago, whereby they announced after MCO, there's a raise of abuse, family abuse, they have child issue and stuff like that. So I guess COVID-19 do cause problems for kids, even normal kids. But how to save his story mind actually helps. I guess what we can do is we have a lot of good celebrities around. But also, I also encourage corporate leaders out there. This is not limited just to celebrities, but corporate leaders out there to also speak and talk about it and also raise funds. And by you speaking, sometimes it is fun. You know, imagine your dad's boss actually speaks, you know, and your dad's boss make a joke out of it. And a kid actually in that feeling feels better as well, and say that, hey, yeah, it's, you know, my dad's boss actually can actually read a children's book. So sometimes, you know, say with stories, it's a simple thing. Say story mind is a simple act of kindness, but with you reading, with your commitment to read more, also brings joy to everybody, even to the kids who is facing COVID-19. I guess I'm not just looking into special need kids or orang asli, but I'm also looking into the normal kids. They also want to have fun. They also want to see that their dad's boss or their neighbors or their friends, father or mother actually speaks and read nice storybooks to them. I think that's pretty happy.
All right, yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Simon. Now we have next question from The Sun, which is some of the underprivileged children are not aware of the center. So how do you plan to increase the awareness or access to those children in the center? Question to Dr. Lawrence Lim.
Yeah, thank you for the question. Today, you know, Malaysia have 1,500 old members across the country, targeting 63 clubs. So we are in 10 out of 12 states in the whole of Malaysia. And our volunteers do a great job in carrying out a lot of surveys. As you can see, even with this COVID-19, you can see a lot of publicities on the Kiwanis, helping those with food and those with hospitals with the PPE, you know, materials. So I think the other thing that we have launched is our Kiwanis 4.0. It is you know, a mobile app that launches recently that's able to help the public to be able to reach us and to go to specific clubs to understand what are the activities that's being carried out. And also more important is that if you want to interested in any of the projects run by these clubs, you can donate directly to these clubs. So we are using, you know, this kind of platform to reach out. And then obviously, you know, we are now very active in the, you know, social media, Facebook, and all those things. So we are really trying to communicate clearly through actions, you know, to what we do, because it's what we do that attract people to join us. And I hope that by the press media and our friends and collaboration with different partners is to help us to reach out with the message. There are a lot of children out there that need help. And sometimes it's just not about food, shelter, or help, love and care, but also sometimes it's about giving them an opportunity in life. So we as the Kiwanis has been doing this for more than 105 years over the world, and we will continue to serve. And our motto for the year is really about heart to serve. That means all the Kiwanians that join are Kiwanians for life. Join us with a heart to serve. We dare to lead. That means we are not afraid to take on new challenges, new innovations, new digital platform to reach out to the public. Because we believe that once you know us and what we do, we will be more willing to help us to understand that whatever single cent that we take from the public is spent 100% into service projects. All right. So, and through I think one of the things we don't do much well is to leverage our network. For example, I can see just a few representatives of the celebrities, yet when they share, in terms of what their heart is about, the learning, is about reading and their care for the children. Just imagine we multiply 1,000 times, 10,000 times until, become a culture of giving in Malaysia. And I'm sure with all these things, Kiwanis will benefit, the children will benefit, and we say thank you to the public.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lawrence, once again. And I believe with the availability of technology, everyone can help and to share this love to all the kids. So now I have the next question to Mr. William. Is there a specific guideline of what stories can be read and must follow? And what are the plans to raise awareness to increase this literacy among the underprivileged children?
Hi,
Mr. William?
Yeah. Hi. Well, what we're trying to do here, of course, we will share and also promote this program via our network, via our radios, online radio as well. We're creating a program where every week we will actually promote this content for all those celebrities and those who will be also slowly taking part down the road. We will bring them on board and also interview them and talk about this project as well, this campaign. So that's one of the ways that we're doing it. And besides that, we will also work with all our partners, like people like VGI Transit, which they're actually helping us to basically promote this campaign via their digital screens. Yeah, this will be promoted to maybe until end of the year as well. You'll see the screens promoting this campaign. So basically, this is one of the ways that how we're actually promoting this campaign. And of course, with the help with all the medias and social networks and all the friends that we have to actually push this campaign out there, I think we can get this campaign reach to more people as well.
Okay, thank you so much, William, once again. Thanks. Now we have the one last question to Deborah Henry. Miss Henry, what are the stories that you will be sharing to those kids for this project? And can you also share a children stories that has stayed with you for your adulthood? Henry, are you there? Miss Henry? Okay. Just all right. I think we have a little bit technical problem, but that's all right. So guys, thank you so much once again for joining us for this wonderful morning. And of course, I hope all of you can help just a little as 15 ringgit to help for this campaign, Save His Stories Mine. And of course, share this love to everyone that you know, especially that we could help these underprivileged kids to help for their education, for their food and shelter and everything. And I believe right now, all of us are staying in the house and we do have a little bit of time to spend a book and a phone to share the stories. Now we have come to the end for this press conference and we are grateful that all of you are able to make time to join our virtual agenda today. It means so much to all of us and we hope the campaign Save His Stories Mine will be able to reach out to the public, and we hope you too will join us to empower children's dream today with Save His Stories Mine. So once again, ladies and gents, my name is Tinsy, your host for today, and I'll see you next. Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining.
翁失马焉知非福
Cinderella, and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Kancil yang bijak.
Aesop fables.
How the camel got its hump.
Kip's peculiar problem.
故事知道怎么办？
Hello， 大家好，我是演员加监制 Kenny G。
变成鱼的笨笨熊，
最聪明的小象。
Malala's magic pencil.
The dinosaur who lived in my backyard.
Now we're gonna read you a story today for
Every story is mine.
Story of Toy Story 3.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Johnson 刘全顺。那今天为什么要录这个视频呢？
喂，大家好啊，我係 My Toa。
Frog on the log. Answer yang bertelur emas. Good night stories for rebel girls.
一个分享儿童故事的时尚活动。
As I was saying, this book is called Too Dirty. We all grow up to this story. Batu belah, batu bertanggung.
Apakah yang bergerak?
Dan saya punya, jangan takut.
The story I'm going to read for you today is Why?
Kiwanis is a global organization of volunteers who share the same passion to improve their community and to help children around the world.
Kiwanis is an international organization which started in Detroit, USA.
I think Kiwanis is all about people who are like-minded, organize themselves into a more potent force for influencing a community, because one person can only do so much, but if you get 15, 20 people together, you can do a lot more.
All of us are volunteers. We come in with open mind. We make a lot of friends, and we find ways and means to work together to help others. It's that simple.
Cinderella,
and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Kancil yang bijak.
Aesop fables.
How the camel got its hump.
Kip's peculiar problem.
故事知道怎么办。
Hello， 大家好，我是演员加监制 Kenny G。
变成鱼的笨笨熊，
最聪明的小象。
Malala's magic pencil.
The dinosaur who lived in my backyard.
Now we're gonna read you a story today for
Favorite story is mine.
Story of Toy Story 3.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Johnson 刘全顺。那今天为什么录这个视频呢？
喂，大家好啊，我係 My
Frog on the log. Answer yang bertelur emas.
Good night stories for rebel girls.
一个分享儿童故事的时尚活动。
As I was saying, this book is called Too Dirty.
We all grow up to this story. Batu belah, batu bertanduk.
Apakah yang bergerak?
Dan saya punya, jangan takut.
the story I'm going to read for you today is Why.
Kiwanis is a global organization of volunteers who share the same passion to improve their community and to help children around the world.
Kiwanis is an international organization which started in Detroit, USA.
I think Kiwanis is all about people who are like-minded, organize themselves into a more potent force for influencing a community, because one person can only do so much, but if you get 15, 20 people together, you can do a lot more.
But all of us are volunteers. We come in with open mind. We make a lot of friends, and we find ways and means to work together to help others. It's that simple.